London, May 26th, 2022. ABBA performed together in a way they haven't for over 40 years. However, ABBA didn't perform in person at all. Their digital avatars rocked up on stage instead. So does this change live music forever? Many people were understandably sceptical about the concept. A big screen of the famous 4 holograms. No, they're not holograms. They're digital avatars, completely different, and we'll get to that in a moment. But the verdict on this voyage of live music discovery seems to be clear. Other bands and artists may well be watching and thinking, is this a route we should be going down? So for all you live music fans out there, even those that don't like ABBA, or at least pretend not to in public, the key question is this: what does the ABBA Voyage Concert mean for the future of live music? So let's start from the beginning. What is ABBA Voyage and what makes it different? Billed as an immersive experience that blurs the lines between physical and digital, this new series of concerts uses state-of-the-art motion capture technology to allow digital versions of Agnetha, Björn, Benny and Anni-Frid to perform a 90-minute set of 20 songs. The physical bits of the concert are a purpose-built stadium, or ABBA Arena in London's East End, that can hold 3,000 fans and can even be flat-packed, IKEA style, and shipped to another location. A lighting rig of 500 lights, and a 10-piece band that, by all accounts, are pretty good. The digital bits are the main vocals and Benny and Björn's piano and guitar, which are drawn from the original recordings, and the 4's digital avatars, which perform centre stage on a 65 million pixel screen, buttressed by 2 floor-to-ceiling screens on either side. So what makes this concert different? Whilst you might have caught Whitney Houston as a hologram in 2020, or Tupac as long ago as 2012, holograms are created by projecting light, whereas this project is something quite different. The technology behind ABBA's digital avatars is similar to that used to create Hollywood's CGI creatures and beasts. The group were required to don bodysuits dotted with sensors to capture their every move, and those moves were coaxed out of the 4 septuagenarians and choreographed by London Royal Ballet's Wayne McGregor. Over the course of 5 weeks, 160 cameras scrutinised band members' every flinch and facial expression. A 1,000-strong army of visual effects artists from George Lucas's company Light and Magic transformed all of this data into digital avatars, giving them the look and feel of ABBA in their 1970s prime. Which kind of act would motion capture technology work for? Acts that are simply unable to perform in the way they did back in their prime feel like a natural fit for this kind of technology. Few older musicians are willing or able to get up and perform night after night for several hours at a time, and this kind of schedule is pretty punishing. But DigiGigs offer performers and fans an alternative that no one has any illusions about, because without the technology, watching ABBA perform like it was 1979 wouldn't be possible. There is no real-world substitute available. But are there limits? First of all, at present, the technology can only digitally capture those who are still alive. According to ABBA's Björn, the technical barrier to resurrecting artists long since past is that you need the precise measurements of their craniums in order for the process to really work. But I can imagine that once the void between life and death has been digitally bridged, there'll be this irresistible clamour for the return of a very long list of lost idols. But this does pose an interesting question, and a possible second limitation. How could you digitally recreate virtuoso musicians like Led Zeppelin's late drummer John Bonham or Jimi Hendrix? Part of Hendrix's enduring appeal and mystique is simply how on earth did he make the guitar sound the way he did? Recreating singing and dancing is one thing, but digitally capturing the virtuosity and precision of playing an instrument? Well, I'm open to be persuaded. A third limitation relates to whether punters would be willing to pay to see their favourite band digitally when the band is fit and well and still touring. The value and draw of a digital avatar concert is diminished when you could simply get a ticket to see the same band in the flesh. Contemporary acts thinking of performing in non-person should consider whether they pass the PIP test, where PIP stands for play in person. The central question any performer should ask is, if we decide to put on this digital concert, will our fans just think that we couldn't be bothered to play in person? But I suspect contemporary performers will be tempted, or even contractually obliged by their record companies to step into a bodysuit to capture their digital essence for future possible revenue streams. Think 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the line and the limitless possibilities for repurposing an artist's digital essence again and again in virtual tours or in the next generation of karaoke booths. You could see your favourite artists perform at different points in their career, perhaps even combining artists into new supergroup lineups consisting of stars that never even met or lived at the same point in history. And why stop with pop music? Or even the 20th century? What about recreating Mozart, Mendelssohn or Mahler? Although, good luck trying to recreate people from the depths of time before film footage and photos were available. So how does ABBA's voyage of digital motion capture change live music? ABBA Voyage fundamentally challenges and redefines what we think of as a live concert. After all, what is the live bit that we're buying into here? It's all a bit blurred. But this concert's initial run is proof of a new concept. It shows that digital visuals can be woven almost seamlessly into live elements to create something new and otherwise impossible to see in real life. And the fans seem to love it too. Some music journalists have been quick to point out that this is going to be replicated by other acts in the near future, assuming they're lucky enough to find some time with light and magic in the next decade. So coming soon to a purpose-built venue near you, your favourite acts could be making an appearance, of sorts. Of course, no one knows what the future might hold, and to find out what we get so wrong when we try and imagine what the future might look like, continue on to this video here. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.